We are strongly supportive of the interim Ukrainian government. John Kerry is going to be traveling to Kiev to indicate our support for the Ukrainian people, to offer very specific and concrete packages of economic aid, because one of the things we're concerned about is stabilizing the economy, even in the midst of this crisis.
Today and over the weekend, several officials started removing more than 100 of his cows. The battle even forced one of the rancher's sons into handcuffs. New at 6 tonight, Action News reporter Jennifer Kastner has been up to Bunkerville to talk with this family. She joins us now with more. Jennifer.
Yeah, Tricia, as you said, this whole thing is playing out near Bunkerville. That's in the far northeast part of Clark County. Today, the Bureau of Land Management says at least 100 protesters showed up near the ranch. A lot of these people believe the government is stealing these cows. But the BLM says these cows are grazing on federal land that the ranch has absolutely no right to.
The American dream of life out west, now shattered, this man says, by the feds rounding up his cattle.
I believe this is a sovereign state of Nevada, and I'm a citizen, and we operate within this state. We run cattle here, graze this natural resource off this public land, and I abide by all of Nevada state laws. But I don't recognize the United States government as even existing.
Because of that belief, Cliven Bundy has not paid grazing fees. The government says he owes them around $1 million. The BLM and National Park Service are now going forward with 2 court orders to get the cattle off what they say is public land that Bundy's cows are trespassing on. Photos of that are provided here by his family. The BLM maintains this is unfair to thousands of other ranchers who graze in compliance with federal laws and regulations. Sunday, one of Cliven's sons was put in custody, slapped with charges related to refusing to disperse and resisting arrest.
He was videoing on an iPad, and was talking on the phone. He was doing nothing else but standing there. And they jumped him.
But officials tell a different story, that he failed, quote, to comply with multiple requests by BLM law enforcement to leave the temporary closure area on public lands.
Cliven and his family tell Action News this is not about the grazing fees. At the end of the day, it's about constitutional rights that this family has.
Grazing fees are actually quite insignificant. The question and the problem is about our freedom and our sovereignty.
America better wake up if we're going to live in this country with any kind of freedom and liberty.
Ranching is your family's livelihood. What will you do to get these cows back?
We have always said that we will do whatever it takes. We've never defined that. And I think that's one of the reasons they're here with such force, is they're scared of us.
And that son who was arrested was released today. The BLM says that more than 130 cows have been rounded up. They also say armed law enforcement are on scene because Bundy has reportedly made threatening comments to officials. Live in the studio, Jennifer Kastner, Channel 13 Action News.